Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dylan, and I'm back again with another comic book review. And today, I want to talk about Shazam, issue 7. Man, now it's been a couple months since issue 6 came out. I don't know what happened with the delays. Jeff Johns. If I haven't been reading Doomsday Clock, but if you know Jeff Johns, you know his shit always gets pushed back. But this was absolutely amazing. This might be my favorite DC book I've been reading. And, I thought, I wouldn't really remember what was going on. It picked me right back up where issue 6 left off. I mean, maybe just the story has been so good that I remembered exactly. But this story has been so much fun, man. I highly would recommend this series. This new series has been like he's been Jeff Johns has been diving into the deep fantasy aspect of like the seven magic lands that unite Shazam, and basically Shazam has stumbled upon the seven magic lands, and at this point he's gotten split up with his buddies, and Darla and Freddie are they got split up. Basically, everyone's two and two. It's Mary and Billy, and Darla and Freddie, and Pedro and Eugene. And basically, everyone is split up, and they're all there's two each, and they're both split. They're both split up, in one of these magic lands. We don't know where Eugene and Pedro are, but we know that the wizard is actually there with them, and this rabbit was guiding them to the right way. Mary and Billy, they've made it back to the Earthlands. They've actually managed to make it back home. And basically, at this point, Victor and Rosa, they're like, foster parents are wondering what the hell is going on. Where are the other kids? And at this point, they can't really lie their way out of this one. So they have to, finally come out and tell Victor and Rosa that they are Shazam, and that at first, they're like, oh my god, we have two superheroes, and then we're like, no, everyone is a superhero, and they're like, holy crap. But I absolutely loved it. I thought this issue was so funny. The art was amazing. Dale Eaglesham, and Scott Collins on the art. I'm sure I butchered that name. I'm sorry. This art though has been absolutely incredible. I'm gonna try to check if they got any previews out to add, but yeah. So basically, the wizard has been guiding them, and it leads to a really good point. Something I'm hoping happens, towards the end. I will get to that in a moment, but he ends up showing. That's where he's showing them the parents that he's Shazam, and he basically tells them, I don't know where Pedro and them are, but he thinks he knows where Darla and Freddy are, which they are in the wildlands, and they're actually about to be fed to some tigers at this point, some talking tigers, and one of the tigers, he doesn't feel like he needs to be killing and eating humans just because these other tigers tell him to. So he decides to fight the other tigers and save Darla and Freddy. And his name, Talkie Tawny. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know if that's like a callback to that old tiger, because I know Shazam in the old comics, there was like a tiger that Tony or Shazam used to be friends with or something. It was a talking tiger, and I don't know if that Jeff Johns is doing a callback with that Talkie Tawny name. I gotta look. I should have looked that up before. But yeah, these tigers, man, it's really cool how they did this. This art has been like amazing. Like these animals can talk. They're like their own civilization, and it is just so fun. It's just like a complete fantasy superhero book, and I love it. The magic, the magic realm, the fantasy aspect, the talking animals. I absolutely love it. It is just so much fun. I feel like um, a lot of people have been really getting into this series, a lot more than lately. I think, Jeff Johns was doing a really good job at getting it out. I think the artists were the problems with getting it out maybe the last couple issues, but for the most part, besides this seventh issue taking a couple months to get out, the other issues came out fairly within reasonable time. But at this point, um, you know, um, the once Talkie Tawny saves Darla and Freddy, they're on the run and they're running from these tigers. He thinks he knows an escape route, and he takes them through this busway, and they go down through these tunnels, and he goes down, and this one it might have been security or something. He's like, "That wait, stop! That place is forbidden." And they keep going. They're like, "Oh, let's go home." They think they've made it home, and they're like, "Tawny," and they're like, "So where are we going?" And he's like, "Oh dear, this may not be Philadelphia at all." And it ends up that these goofballs have freaking got themselves stuck in the Darklands now. Which, thank God, this one part happens towards the end, so it looks like everything's gonna work out. But Shazam, or Billy, and Mary have decided to bounce, but Mary is gonna what is she? Mary has to go do something else, I forget, and Billy is gonna go save them, I'm pretty sure. And at this point, yeah, he's back in the he's back in the Magic Lands, and as he's flying through, what is it? Victor, where is it? Mr. Mind and Savannah. That's how I was trying to think. Victor, Savannah, and they've sensed that Billy has returned, so somehow they transfer him into. They literally transfer him into like his own coffin, and then they put him. He gets sent directly. They somehow do a magic spell and send Billy directly to the Magic Lands, or the Darklands. Sorry, the Darklands, which will end up being it might end up being to his benefit, because the wizard, the ghost of the wizard, has come out to speak to Billy. So maybe we can finally get a handle on Billy can finally ask some of these questions he never got to answer about his powers and about everything he's been given before he died. He wasn't able to ask those questions, so I'm interested to see what happens definitely in the next issue. And it's a good thing, because the wizard, I'm pretty sure, has probably now Darla and Freddy are in the Darkland, so Billy can save them. And what was it? I think this wizard has led Pedro and Eugene to Billy, I believe. I'm not sure, but it's very interesting to see what's going to happen in the next issue, because the next issue, Shazam meets Captain Marvel, and I am excited. I am really excited. This whole series has been super fun. Let me know what you guys thought about this. I had so much fun with this issue. Like I said, it might be one of my, if not my favorite DC book, it's in top 2, top 3, because it has been so much fun. I love it. Let me know what you guys thought about this. If you could hit that like button, if you could hit that subscribe, hit that bell button to get all notifications. I'll be dropping videos every day, so be on the lookout, definitely. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.